Hello, everyone, and welcome to Marketing for Waste podcast. We are here in another episode totally dedicated to the options that are available in the planet about the regeneration, recycling, and waste management. And this episode is a special one because it's totally dedicated to the topic of laptops and electrical equipments, generally speaking. But to go in the deep in this episode, I invited here with me Brian Burke, the founder of the Sell Your Mac, that is one of the most largest platform in the US, and not only that purchase and restore and refurbish Apple laptops and products, generally speaking. Hi, Brian, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. Great to be here and talk about how we can help more people recycle and be sustainable.
Great, great. Thanks, Brian. And it's my pleasure to have you here. And listeners, Brian is, as I told, is the founder of Sell Your Mac, but is not only that. For that reason, I want that you, Brian, introduce yourself, telling us who you are and why you started Sell Your Mac.
So everyone knows me as Brian the Mac Man. I've been running this Apple business called SellYourMac.com now for the last 15 or so years, and I'm so passionate about Apple products. I want everyone to have the latest and greatest Apple devices, but I also know they're very expensive. So I want to give people a platform they can resell their old products, get a lot of cash back, and make it super easy for them to come in and buy new ones. So I really enjoy helping people get cash back and also recycling items when they're kind of at the end of life to ensure they never go to a landfill.
Great, great. Thanks a lot because that's very important, and I'm happy because you are saving the planet and you are saving a lot of resources that are used for the production of Apple products. At the same time, you are putting the smile up in the face of a lot of people because, as you told, the Apple products are expensive, and yeah, and that's great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Amazing, amazing. Well, Ryan, there is an important question about that because, as you know, the production of a laptop, the production of an Apple product, generally speaking, it is an iPhone or a laptop, a MacBook Pro, MacBook Air,
Yeah.
and whatever, is something that include a lot of critical materials nowadays because we are talking last week I have as a guest a geologist that explained us why it's so difficult nowadays the production and to obtain some special
Yeah, there's a lot of
special
precious metals and stuff in there for sure. I know
exactly.
Apple's done a really great job trying to use recycled materials. So they use a robot called Liam to take apart all the old iPhones they collect, and then they repurpose all those metals. So at least a lot of those precious metals now are fully recycled.
Great, great. That's the point because you are in the part of the 3R of sustainability, and you are doing one of the one a great part because it's something amazing. And for that reason, I would like to ask you why and how you started this activity because it's something incredible, and in a lot of part of the world it's something that is not diffused.
Yeah, I realized that there was very few companies in the US that were offering a service that really made it easy, for consumers to trade in their devices. So we started off with that focus really on consumers, making sure that their devices never went to the trash cans. Because I heard the stories way too often that someone would just, toss out their old Apple device. They don't really realize the damage those batteries can do to rivers and other water systems when they go into the landfills. So, from the start, we've been, very purpose driven, that not only we want to have a great, customer experience, but we also want to ensure that we're not hurting the environment. So, we're doing everything we can from, we use our downstream recyclers, a zero landfill company. So nothing ever hits a landfill. We recycle all our boxes and other materials we possibly can. We repurpose every single part from machines that we can. So, we're doing our part to, help the environment, and there's lots of
Great.
other companies out there that are repurposing parts. So, kudos to them all on, helping us to have a better planet.
Yeah, that's amazing, guys, and that's amazing, Brian, because it's something that, as I told, is not diffused, and there are also in other areas of the world that there is a very low diffusion of this responsibility, because it's a responsibility about the damage that an old iPhone, as an
Yeah, there's
example.
so much potential damage for sure, and not
Exactly.
enough countries have trade-in systems like this. So I think there's more potential to expand
Yeah.
internationally, as we get bigger.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, one of the most important point is that saving the old laptops, the old iPhones, the old equipments. Generally speaking, you are saving first of all tons and tons of resources that are used for the production. But not only, you are saving also tons and tons of material that should be moved for to obtain these resources, and that's very
Yeah,
important because
great point.
as you know, there are a lot of cost connected to the production of an equipment, because you mentioned also the box, you mentioned the equipment, and that's something that is very, very important, because saving the old box, as an example, saving the old paper that are inside, and you are saving hectares of tree,
Yeah,
you are saving a lot of things, and that's is something that is very, very important, and it's something amazing. But
we love saving trees and we love planting trees.
yeah,
Last
great.
year for Earth Day, we planted over 200 trees.
Great, amazing. That's amazing. Congrats. That's simply amazing. Oh my god. Yeah,
We
really.
speaking of boxes, we try to reuse them. So when we, part of our Cellular Mac trading program is that we'll send out boxes to our customers to ensure they arrive safely. But those boxes are, pretty sturdy, so we can send them out, usually about 3 times to a customer before they need to be recycled.
Oh, great, great. That's another important point, because in this era we are living in a moment where everything is used and consumed, and that's one of the
Too
most
easily
important.
consumable.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
It's consumable, and if I think about the box of my MacBook, the box of my old iPad, I have that because I'm in love with the product, with the Apple products, and they are part of the objects the objects that I have in my in my room. But at the same time, it's very important that the value that is connected and that is not perceived of these components of the product, because when you purchase the product, you are also purchasing the box. And
What I know, the boxes are all pretty and they're great to look at, but also that you can use them in your house. So one thing I
yeah,
recommend to people is that you can use old Apple boxes, in your bathroom to help organize,
yeah,
bathroom things and stuff like that. Or
yes,
it could be, in your closet or in your cupboard to organize, different food items or spices. They do
absolutely.
make really nice boxes to be able to reuse.
Exactly. Exactly. Also because that's very, very, very important. Inside there are a lot of the box helps in a lot of in a lot of cases, in a lot of applications, in a lot of things. At the same time, coming back to the products and the refurbishment process, what is important, and what I will ask you is about the products. There are products. Do you receive products that is not possible to restore, refurbish? And in that case, how do you manage that?
So most things we are able to fix. If it's a battery or a hard drive, stuff like that, we're always going to tend to fix it. We really want to sell products that are fully functional. That is our goal, to restore these things to their and give them a new life. We say we're renewing them, and once they're
Okay.
renewed, we sell them on our sister website called renewedmax.com.
Okay.
And there are some things we can't renew. If there's so many problems on an older device, it wouldn't make sense to fix it financially. So in those cases, we do use our end of life recycler, and they're, R2 and, zero landfill. So we know that those components are all going to get repurposed. It's going to be shredded down to the metal level, and they're going to, repurpose those precious metals and other plastics and stuff like that.
Great. That's very important. That's amazing. And thanks for sharing that, because another important point is that there are parts that is not possible to reuse or recycle.
If they're too broken, they get run over by a truck.
Exactly.
You're not going to be able to fix it.
Exactly. And due to that, in a lot of cases, I know people that take these equipments and throw away in their garbage, because that's the typical approach.
Sad.
And it's and they are not considering that we are losing tons and tons of precious material, and not only. Another question that
if anyone wants to send them to me instead of throwing them away, we'll gladly take them and recycle them for you for free.
Great. That's another, guys. That's another important point, because thanks to that, is it possible also to save the planet? Because if you move to the waste in the right direction, there is someone, in that case Brian, that is able to help you to dispose the waste in the proper way. That's very important.
We offer a recycling program. The Apple stores offer a recycling program. You can drop them off there, and there's a lot of big box office stores that you can just take your products and drop them off to ensure that they'll never hit a landfill.
Great. That's amazing. And at the same time, because I consider your activity something amazing, something very important, do you have any plan of expansion on how you are seeing your business in the next few years, 5? Because what is important, guys, is that this kind of business at the moment are very low diffused, but in the next few years, it's something that we have to create, to expand, because we have to change our mindset about the goods and the item that we are using. Because the iPhone, the 11, my old iPhone is not so old, because it's still working. It works very well, and maybe. If
1 or 2 years from now, you'll need the 14 or 15, right?
Exactly. And for that reason, how are you seeing your business for the next few years?
And we've grown a lot in the last 5 years, and most recently been really focusing on our systems. We want to make sure it is scalable for the future. So we developed our own in-house CRM and inventory system that drives all our workflows and all the trade-in platforms that we have. So we really want to make sure that's fully set up before we continue to scale. So we want to make it as fast and easy as possible for the customer to trade in. So right now you can go on our website and you can select your item to trade it in. And another way you can do it is you can enter your serial number to get a quote and fill out your specs. And then the third way we're about to launch is we're going to call the instant trade-in tool, that all you do is put your serial number in, you click go, and you're done. It'll show you the final price as long as it's in good condition. And that is really the end goal that I wanted to get to make it that fast and easy to trade in. Kind of remove all those barriers for the customer. So I think at that point we'll be in a better place to kind of further expand. But for the most part, we've been focused on the US. We do buy some internationally, but there's so much opportunity here. At the size of company we are, we're not really looking to launch international operations quite yet. I will say on LinkedIn, where I spent a lot of time and been growing my network lately, I have so many requests from people that want to launch our trade-in platform in other countries. So it's really cool to see the potential out there that we'll be able to scale in the future.
Yeah, that's important, and I think it's as I told you, it's something that in the next few years it will become very diffused, because there is something needed, because we are the shortages that we have seen last year, and that also interested the products of the Apple products, and not only, but the electrical equipments, generally speaking, is something that probably in the next few years will be more diffused, and it will be also a real challenge for all the producer. And for that reason, I think it's in going in this direction. It will be great to have to find the local sell your Mac because it's something amazing. And
they're all getting harder to repair and harder to upgrade and stuff like that. So I think people have to resell them and buy new ones more often if they want to change their equipment.
Yeah, because consider that to give you the overview here in Europe as an example, the main problem is that usually you sell your Mac when you sell your Mac, you are selling directly to the new owner, but you're not able to fix the small problems that are inside, and you are not selling a product that could have 10 years.
It's not fully functional.
Exactly.
A lot of times when people upgrade, there usually is one small issue. That's usually why sometimes people will upgrade. Yes. And that's something that we've really worked hard on our site, is that we don't take off that much money for small issues. Versus a lot of other websites, if you have a tiny issue, if you have one key doesn't work or your mouse doesn't work on your trackpad, for example, and they might just say it's worth $0. But we take a different view at it, and we're very granular, and we take deductions just for those small items because we know they're fixable, and we want to make sure someone can get money back and we can give it a renewed life.
Great. So that's something amazing and something very, very important, because you're saving the product, because in a lot of times we change. Personally, I changed my old laptop only because I wanted a new one, not because was
right. Nothing was wrong. You just wanted a new one.
Exactly. Everything was going perfect, but I changed it only for that. And I think that is something that is still it's very diffused, and it continues to happen. And due to that, I would ask you if you are doing an education about the possibility to upgrade, to refurbish, to regenerate in your target, in your area, I don't know, in your website, because it's something very interesting that.
I mean, we target everyone. Everyone that's an Apple user could be our customer.
Okay. But are you educating them to the recycling or to the?
Oh, I missed your question. Are we educating them? So we on our process on our website, if it does have zero value, what we tell them to do is to recycle it, and we tell them they can send it in to us, Care of Recycling, or here's some great local options they can use, Goodwill and stuff like that if they want to do it locally. So we definitely do want people to know that if it doesn't have a value, they should go recycle it.
Oh, great! That's amazing, because it's something very important, because I'm sure that the main reason of consumerism that we are living is because people is not educated about the possibility to restore and refurbish and regenerate.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many companies out there that are, fighting for those rights, like the right to repair and, iFixit and stuff like that. So I think that message is getting out there to consumers. So yeah, it's great to play a small part in that. And, we do have a page about recycling, and says what happens to, the water streams and stuff if people throw their batteries away. So we're trying to make sure people do the right thing.
Great. Thanks a lot, Brian, because that's very important. I ask you if you want to share your contacts, your website and your details here, because I'm closing the podcast, and feel free to share.
Sure. And, if anyone wants to sell their Apple device, they should go to sellyourmac.com. It's sellyourmac.com, and they can use my promo code MACMAN, MACMAN, and that'll give them a bonus on their items. And if they want to buy a renewed Apple device, they can go to renewedmacs.com. That's RENEWEDMACS.com. And then to find me personally, they should go to LinkedIn, search for Brian Burke. You can't miss me. I'm Brian the Mac Man. Got the blue bow tie and the blue suit on.
Great. Thanks a lot, Brian. It was a great episode of Marketing4Waste podcast. And it's my pleasure to have you here as a guest and continue in that direction because you are doing a great and amazing job. Thanks,
I appreciate
Brian.
it. We're gonna keep more Apple products out of the landfills and make
Yeah.
sure they get renewed life. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.